Officer who spent public fund on medical tourism to risk 7 years jail. A bill seeking to prescribe a jail term of 7 years and/or a fine of 500 million naira narrowly passed second reading at the House of Representatives on Wednesday, sponsored by Segun Ogun, People's Democratic Party, Edo. The legislation is titled A Bill for an Act to Amend the National Health Act 2014 and for related matters. Leading the debate on the bill, Ogun noted that the objective of the proposal was to amend the Act so as to make provision for sanctions against any public officer who violates the provisions of the Act, especially Section 14(6) of the Act. The section reads, without prejudice to the right of any Nigerian to seek medical checkup, investigation or treatment anywhere within and outside Nigeria, no public officer of the government of the Federation or any part thereof shall be sponsored for medical checkup, investigation or treatment abroad at the public expense, except in exceptional cases on the recommendation and referral by the medical board, and which recommendation and referral shall be duly approved by the Minister or Commissioner of Health of the state, as the case may be. In Ogun State, the bill, which seeks to amend the National Health Act, is born out of a desire to discourage medical treatment abroad at the detriment of indigenous health institutions. The need to revamp the poor state of healthcare sector in Nigeria, among other things, is the reason for introducing this bill. It is no news that Nigeria's healthcare system is a deplorable state and needs urgent attention. There is paucity or infrastructure, dearth of medical personnel, poor standard, and many other challenges that need to be addressed. The intent of this bill is to spur public officers to pay more attention to our healthcare sector and take drastic steps to develop and improve on the sector. The lawmaker urged members of the House to look at the merits of the bill and let it pass, in the interest of our nation, which is currently going through trying times and require drastic steps to bring it back on its footing. Ogun listed the merit of the bill to include reduction of mass exodus of doctors from Nigeria to other countries. If this House passes this bill into law, it will curtail the excessive medical trip of public officers abroad and direct their attention to fixing the poor state of the country's health sector. This will in turn lead to the development of the health sector, improve remuneration for medical doctors, thus attracting Nigerian doctors abroad to come back home, he said. The lawmaker also noted that the bill, when passed in law, would demonstrate government's commitment to the welfare of citizens in the sense that funds which were hitherto expended in foreign medical trips will be redirected into building an efficient and effective healthcare system in the country. This will, in turn, positively impact the lives and well-being of people. Ogun also cited reduction of cash flights abroad, saying this bill, as has been stressed above, will stop the export of cash abroad and redirect the same to the development of our economy. All of this cash which flies abroad in the disgust of our medical trip or the other will be retained here in our country and be used to develop our nation. While Ogun was making his presentation, the Deputy Speaker Ahmed Wase had interjected him, asking if the lawmaker was sure of what he was saying. Responding, Ogun noted that the act prohibited unapproved spending of government funds on foreign medical service, but it failed to prescribe the punishment of the disobeying the law. I read the act and the gazette is here. I was not in the assembly then. It is an act. It is a law of the land today. What I am basically doing, my amendment is saying that there should be punishment for floating the act, which the act did not capture. It could be due to an oversight, he stated. The lawmaker therefore proposed insertion of clause 22 that reads any public officer of the government of the Federation of or any part, therefore, who violate the provision of the subsection 1 above shall be guilty of an offence and liable on conviction to a fine of 500 million naira or an imprisonment term of 7 years or both. The proposed punishment, however, generated a noise in the chamber. Ogun said, "Yes, I can hear my colleague murmuring, but let me just read out something." The lawmaker made reference on an article by the pioneer chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, titled Capital Loss and Corruption: The Example of Nigerian, which was published by Punch newspaper on June 30, 2009, in which the author disclosed that a former governor in Nigeria acquired 4 properties in London valued at £10 million, had a property in Cape Town valued at $1.2 million, was also found with cash of £1 million in London, amongst others. However, a member of the House, Ibrahim Isiaka, All Progressive Congress Ogun, who had seconded the motion to consider the bill for second reading, raised a point of order to withdraw his secondment of the proposal. I reject to withdraw my secondment of the bill move and being narrated by Honorable Segun Ogun. Mr. Speaker should please give me that special privilege and let other person. Mr. Speaker, with due respect, please, this is not that I am trying to swallow what I have on paper. It's quite different from what is postulating. Because of that, Mr. Speaker, before it is thrown open for further debate or before you rule, I withdraw my secondment. After Ogun concluded his presentation, the Deputy Speaker put passage of the bill for second reading to voice vote, and it was unanimously approved. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell button to get more updates.